Canelo really was trying, couldn't get to him. You know, he looked a bit frustrated.
It became a fight where Crawford made it where Canelo, to have any chance, he had to go get close. So he had to go through a bad neighborhood.
Yep.
And Crawford mugged him. It's that simple. He had to go through a bad neighborhood.
I told y'all he is the monster.
Yeah.
That's a bad thing. Canelo's a good fighter, man.
Yeah.
He made the fight look normal, guys.
Yeah.
It look normal. Canelo left out of pretty good sugar in face.
Yeah.
But they have him all coming.
The boxing world is still stunned after Canelo Alvarez's surprising loss to Terence Crawford. This defeat has ignited intense discussions about the Mexican superstar's future in the sport and whether retirement might be on the horizon.
What happens to Canelo after this? It don't matter. He's made a big statement for not only Mexico or the pride of Mexico, but for all Latinos right there. So he's done a great job for himself, man. Nevertheless, Crawford is on his way, continuing to create greatness.
To get anything done, to get to the place that something was going to be done good. Yeah.
Once hailed as the face of boxing and nearly unbeatable at his peak, Canelo appeared a step slow as Crawford broke down his usual strategy with speed, accuracy, and exceptional ring intelligence. In the wake of the fight, numerous boxing legends and experts have spoken out, urging Canelo to seriously think about retirement to protect both his health and his legacy.
Fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, here are my two biggest takeaways. Number one, this high-key wasn't even the best fight of the night. The best fight of the night goes to the viewers versus sleep. God damn, bro. Y'all delayed the throwdown longer than black families on Thanksgiving. I don't understand why y'all be taking your sweet old time when it comes to these fights. Start them undercards at 5 p.m. at the latest. It's absolutely insane that we watched all these damn fights tonight, but the viewers were the only ones that was knocked out. No pun intended, but I actually got saved by the bell. I heard that ding ding, woke my ass up in the 4th round. So we gonna have to make some changes. Takeaway number 2, however you feel about this fight, these guys are everything that's great about boxing. Word to Max Kellerman. We've been in this era of boxers where a lot of fighters have been prioritizing their record above actually fighting competition. And what these two did tonight, they didn't even have to.
At Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Terence Crawford shocked the boxing world by defeating Canelo Alvarez via unanimous decision to become the undisputed super middleweight champion. The judges' scorecards read 116 to 112, 115 to 113, and 115 to 113, all in favor of Crawford. Remarkably, Crawford moved up 2 weight classes for this fight and now holds undisputed titles in 3 different divisions, a milestone no male boxer has accomplished in the modern 4-belt era. For Canelo, the loss marked the 3rd defeat of his career, bringing his record to 63 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses, with 39 knockouts.
That one basically nailed on for you.
Yeah, it's boxing, isn't it? It's boxing. It's one of them things. God's got a greater plan.
Do you think it actually could still happen, you and Canelo?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't think it'll happen pretty soon, though. I think he'll have a bit of time off and we'll see what happens.
Do you think Crawford will stay at the weight or should stay at the weight?
I reckon he will stay it because he looked good at it. He looked strong at it.
Did he seem hurt in there at all?
Not at all, man. He was eating them punches, bro. I was shocked, but he's a goat. He's one of the goats.
So, what you making a fresh for Terence Crawford? He just messed up.
I know, bro. I know.
Bag. What's
You say that, though. You say that, but listen, God's got a greater plan, innit? God's got a greater plan, and it'd even be an honour to share the ring with him.
In the first round, both fighters cautiously tested each other, Crawford relying on quick jabs and sharp footwork to stay elusive, while Canelo pushed forward, trying to cut off the ring and land early combinations. Neither landed any decisive shots, making it a tentative opening round. By the second round, Crawford's speed and cleaner punches began to frustrate Canelo. Crawford landed more combinations, mixing in effective body shots and skillfully avoiding Canelo's attacks. Meanwhile, Canelo threw heavy hooks and uppercuts but connected less often than he missed. The third round saw a continuation of this pattern. Crawford controlled the distance and scored with precise counters, while Canelo grew more aggressive, lunging for power punches but becoming increasingly predictable.
Was that the game plan to start turning it up maybe in round 4?
Well, the first 3 rounds, I felt like I was in control. I think he was trying to figure me out.
Did you feel that you were frustrating him? He tried to lift you up. He headbutted you. Were you sensing that you were frustrating him?
Of course. He was a little frustrated in there, but that's part of the game.
The last question is, I know it's right after the fight. Have you feel yet the significance of this win and what it means in your legacy and your career?
To be honest, when I set my sights on doing something and I know what I'm capable of, it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me, you know? But for me, I knew I could do it, and I believed that I could do it. I just needed the opportunity.
In the later rounds against Crawford, Canelo's frustration became increasingly apparent. He started lunging with single, often desperate punches instead of using sustained combinations or effective feints. Instead of setting the pace, he found himself chasing Crawford around the ring, struggling to create openings. Meanwhile, Crawford stayed calm and composed, expertly managing distance and landing sharper, more precise combinations. By the 9th round, it was clear that Canelo's frustration was affecting his strategy. His punch volume decreased, his timing faltered, and his attacks grew more predictable.
You know, Canelo really trying, couldn't get to him. You know, he looked a bit frustrated, but it was a great fight all around. Both guys looked good.
Crawford an all-time great,
Lennox, what do you make of the frustration?
What he's done is only special people can do these type of things, and Crawford is special, and he did it.
Champ, what do you make of the frustration? We saw in the 8th round, it looked like Canelo Alvarez almost wanted to walk off at one point.
Yeah, I mean, he was frustrated, and it is frustrating to try and fight a guy, and you want to fight, but this guy is moving well.
With his victory over Canelo Alvarez to claim the undisputed super middleweight titles, Terence Crawford cemented his place in boxing history. He had already achieved undisputed status at light welterweight and welterweight, unifying all 4 major sanctioning body belts in those divisions. By adding the undisputed super middleweight crown, Crawford became the first male boxer in the modern 4-belt era to accomplish this remarkable feat across 3 weight classes.
Is that Terence Crawford is the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. On the judges' scorecards, which we will talk about, 115, 113 on 2, 116, 112 on 1. He won the fight by a unanimous decision and is crowned a 3-division undisputed champion. History tonight in Las Vegas, man.
Absolutely. I picked Canelo because I thought he was so much bigger, almost 3 weight divisions above him. But the majesty and poise of Terence Crawford's brilliance tonight was to the fore. I had it 9 rounds to 3. I could just about see 8 rounds to 4, the 16-12 score. I cannot see 7 rounds to 5 from 2 of the judges. Terence Crawford tonight, speed of thought, speed of hands, speed of feet, took it to Canelo when he had to. Canelo had no answers to him. For me, Terence Crawford moves up to the number 1 pound-for-pound spot in the sport right now, above Naoya Inoue, above Alexander Usyk. He is incredible. To become, historically, a 3-weight undisputed world champion, it just beggars belief what he's managed to do. He was immense tonight. He took it with humility. There was a little bit of emotion afterwards. But from first to last, I have to say it, Canelo did not have the answers for him.
Ryan Garcia showed his respect for Crawford by tweeting, "Crawford has proved it. He's arguably one of the best to ever lace on gloves." He added a sharp technical analysis, saying, "From a technical standpoint, what stood out was Crawford's catch and counter. Canelo would load up on his power shots, but Crawford caught them, fired back, used the ring when needed, and stood his ground at the right moments. Very smooth, man. Very nice." After his decisive victory, Crawford posted on social media, "For all the nobodies." The tweet served as a powerful comeback, turning Canelo's earlier insult into a badge of honor by proving he could defeat an opponent with Canelo's credentials. During the pre-fight build-up, Canelo had repeatedly criticized Crawford's resume, dismissing many of his past opponents as nobodies. In response, Crawford told reporters, "Anybody can be a nobody. For all the talk, I haven't fought anybody."
Last press conference, when I walked you down, when you supposed to be the bigger man.
Yeah, hey, you say that because you're fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you're a great fighter. But you find out September 13th, this is gonna be different for you.
and it's gonna be different from you as well. The last fighters that you fought, they ain't on my level.
I fought everybody. Mention me one. You mention me one elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Oh, me.
Look.
It's gonna be me.
I don't care about anybody else.
And you will see that.
You. So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stuff a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? You gonna be just like everybody else. Watch. Same shit that everybody else been saying since I moved to 147. I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them stuff a mud hole in their ass, and he gonna be next.
Piers Morgan was quick to praise Crawford after the fight, tweeting, "I don't need the official decision. Terence Crawford just delivered a boxing masterclass to beat Canelo Alvarez. A magnificent performance from the now undisputed GOAT. Congrats, Terence Crawford." Morgan highlighted that Crawford didn't just win, he dominated, outboxing one of the best with precision, timing, and superior ring IQ. Tracy Morgan predicted it, and Crawford's performance against Canelo left the boxing world in shock, sparking reactions filled with respect and awe for what they had just witnessed.
Surprised it was such a one-sided fight. He had so much success. No. You want to see that fight again? No. Who do you want to see Terence fight next? Just to see both of them go home safely. What about Canelo? Do you still want to? Who would you like to see him fight? Yeah, boss man. You know he's a great shit. Oh yeah, all the time, boss. Would you like to see Canelo fight?
Is Crawford the greatest of all time? Is Crawford the greatest of all time?
Yes.
After Terence Crawford's victory over Canelo, Jake Paul didn't hold back. In a post on X, he wrote, "Weight classes are there for a reason," directly addressing those who criticized Crawford's jump up 2 divisions. Paul used Crawford's performance to challenge the idea that size differences always matter, highlighting how Crawford handled Canelo's power and pressure with ease. At the same time, Paul subtly took a jab at critics of his own future exhibition matches, where weight disparities have often been a point of contention.
The weigh-in, I'm sorry. What did you think about the weigh-in?
I missed it.
Days up.
I missed it.
You missed it?
I missed it. I just got here.
167.5 apiece. Both guys look chiseled up on the scale, real focused. What do you think we're in for tomorrow night?
Man, I think we're in for a hell of a fight. Both are great champions. I got a lot of respect for both of them. I'm a fan of both. And, the consensus may be, well, because Terence is smaller, maybe if he gets hit with a big shot, he may just run the whole night, but that's not in Terence's blood. He's willing to go out on a shield, and that's a big reason why I respect Terence so much, on top of, all his ability and his skill. And, he's got a mean spirit too, so.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive fight. Obviously, I fought both guys. Crawford has the skill, the movement, and looks amazing in his pictures. When you look at him in training camp, he looks all ripped and strong, and he's always been that heavier guy, that stronger guy, the guy that holds on the weight well. Even though he's come from such a lighter weight, if you think about it, he's come up from, I think it's featherweight. In all his career, he started off at featherweight, and now you can see him he's a beast at this weight, putting on that extra weight, muscle strength. I've seen him wrestling guys when I was in camp with him from my last fight in Omaha, Nebraska. He was wrestling these heavy guys, and he was taking them out.